So I've been playing the Elder Scrolls Blades Early Access, and so far I'm enjoying it. It's not the most amazing game that I've ever played in my life, but it is a pretty cool experience to have on my phone. Now there's just a lot going on in the Elder Scrolls Blades, and normally I'd write a script, but I couldn't really organize my thoughts properly because there's just so many different things happening. So I'm just going to do this one kind of off the cuff and just kind of express my feelings about Elder Scrolls Blades. So when you start off the game, you're greeted with a little tutorial, and you have a little tutorial quest where you find out that some bandits have kind of destroyed your hometown that you are coming back to after being away for a while. And during this attack, they break this ancient statue and a bunch of green flames shoot everywhere, and basically your town gets pretty wrecked. So you're quickly introduced into kind of the main task of the game, which is to rebuild your town. So basically all of the buildings around are destroyed, and you can gather up materials and stuff to turn them into houses or into smithies or into alchemy huts or whatever. So in order to do all of that and get all the materials, you gotta go out on quests. So there are main story quests that are given to you by, I think it's Junius the Elder. This guy gives you a bunch of main quests, and there's bandits wrecking your town and you gotta go fight them and whatever. So I haven't gotten super far into the story of this game, but so far quests are pretty straightforward. They set you into like a dungeon or like a forest area, and you just traverse through the stage fighting bad guys. Sometimes you get to talk to people, sometimes a little bit of story, and then yeah, you report back to the Elder and he tells you to go talk to someone else, and it's just standard Elder Scrolls gameplay. But it's on your mobile device, which is pretty cool. Now there's also jobs that you can take, which are basically just random quests that regenerate. I think it's every couple days or something. There's different ones. I don't know. There's some sort of timer at the bottom that says next quest in 3 days, but you can honestly just keep doing quests. I haven't ran out yet. And then you can get more supplies and you can get chests to unlock and stuff like that. So basically this game so far is fix your town and go gather loot, which is fine by me. I really like getting loot in games. I don't know. There's just something about it that's exciting, opening a chest. There's a little problem with the chest. They did just actually recently kind of fix it. So pretty much everything in this game, with a few exceptions, has a cooldown timer. So if you want to make a weapon, there's a 30-minute cooldown. So if you want to upgrade some armor, there's a blank amount of time cooldown. And with chests, the wooden chests take 5 seconds to open. And the next step up from that, the silver chests, they took 3 hours to unlock. So you had to sit there and wait 3 hours per chest. And you get these like fairly common. They're the second most common chests. So you'll have a bunch of wooden chests and you'll have a bunch of silver chests. So basically what I ended up doing was opening all my wooden chests because they were really quick. And then I'd take a day or two just constantly restarting the unlocking process on chests until I had no chests left in my inventory. And then I would go back and do a whole bunch of quests like a couple days later, which kind of sucked because I wanted to keep playing the game. But they just recently changed the silver chests unlocking time to an hour long instead, which is far more manageable. Now, of course, for all of these cooldown times, you can use the in-game currency gems to unlock them immediately. So like I think an hour long wait for a chest takes about 12 gems. Gems aren't super duper hard to come by, but they're also not just thrown at you. It does take a little bit of time to build them up, but I've gotten, I started with, I think you had 30 when you started the game, and then before I knew it, I was at like 80. I just wasn't paying attention to gems and I wasn't spending them on anything. Now you can use these gems to upgrade your chest slots or your equipment slots so you can hold more stuff, which I think is probably the best way to use them instead of using them to unlock chests because you can just wait. But yeah, a lot of people are complaining about this game being pay to win because you could just buy a bunch of these gems and just unlock everything immediately. But I don't know, I don't understand why that's a problem. Why is it an issue that you can pay to beat the game? If you want to do that, go ahead and do that. That's your money, that's your choice. If you don't want to do that, then wait a little bit, get off your phone, go outside for a minute while you unlock a chest. But anyways, that's just little things that don't really matter. What really matters is, the gameplay. That's the core of a game, is how does the game play? Is it fun? It's pretty fun. So like I said, you go through dungeons. There's 2 ways to play. You can either play horizontally and you can use virtual joysticks, which I really don't like that much. And considering that you have to tap different places on the screen to like pick up items and stuff, I often had to reach really far across my screen with my thumb, and it was just a little uncomfortable, and the controls felt a little slippery. But you can also play vertically with one hand, so you'll tap to where you want to go, and your character will move in that direction. You can press and hold and slide your finger back and forth to look around, and then again, you can tap to collect items and stuff. And I found that it worked a lot better than I was expecting, and I primarily play in vertical mode, so I think that's a pretty good job done on Bethesda's part. As for the combat, it actually took me a little bit to get used to. You have to press, hold, and release to attack, which a lot of mobile games that have similar battle styles, you usually just like tap or slash on the screen. I'm thinking like games like Infinity Blade, where you have to slash and swipe in certain directions to attack. In this game, you press and hold to attack, and as far as I can tell, where you press and hold on the screen doesn't really matter. You can either press on the left or press on the right, and you'll swing the opposite direction with your sword, and that's about it. So if you wanted to do some combos, you could press and hold on the right, immediately press and hold on the left, and go back and forth, and you'll swing your sword back and forth. But otherwise, I don't think it really matters too much where you press. So it's fairly simple, but there is this whole upgrade path that you can do with either magicka or stamina, and then there's also just general perks that help either both sides. So you can have up to 3 stamina attacks on your bottom little toolbar, or 3 magicka attacks that you can use to fight your enemies. And then there's potions, and there's crafting, and there's tempering, and there's just a lot of stuff going on in this game. And it's all just pretty standard Elder Scrolls stuff, but again, it's mobile, which is pretty cool. I've been really itching to play more Skyrim lately, and I really want to play it modded when I eventually save up to get a PC. But until then, I'm kind of tired of vanilla Skyrim, so this is just giving me something to do while I patiently wait for my funds to stack up. I think they're off to a pretty good start with this. They're already listening to the people playing the games, like with the chest cooldown adjustment. So I think that this game will just increasingly improve over time, because it seems like Bethesda has a pretty good handle on what they want to do with this game. Anyways, those are just my thoughts on the Elder Scrolls Blades. Pretty cool game so far. Definitely excited to see where it's going in the future. If you guys enjoyed this kind of off-the-cuff format, or if you didn't, let me know in the comments. I always want to improve and make my videos better for you guys to watch. And if you made it this far, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.